What's up, friends? Today we're gonna do something a little special. I got, as you can see, I got Alex Goldman with me. You may remember Alex from Twilio, any of the materials you've watched. You also may remember him as the advisor on our hotline challenge that we did on the Web Dev Challenge. Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, happy to be here. It's been a minute since I've been on stream, so happy to be back on the airwaves.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be completely honest. I like with this conference season, I feel like it's been a while since I've been on streams. But yeah. An abrupt start. Did we come in like mid-sentence for me, or I don't exactly know how live works. Like it says it's live, but I know sometimes it's just like, just kidding. You're only live for a few minutes.
You're only a little live.
Yeah. You're like not actually live. That first 10 seconds just goes right into the void.
Could be anything. We don't know what's happening.
Who's to say? I mean, we might not be live yet. We might just be talking to ourselves. Okay, so we did the Web Dev Challenge. Web Dev Challenge was a ton of fun. Let me. I'm gonna pull up that episode actually. So that was Code TV. Was that one? That was episode 11, I think. That's the one. Let me bring this up on the screen. And so this was a super fun episode. Let me throw a link up to it for everybody to have. And so what we ended up doing on this episode was we asked people to build their own hotline. And like a hotline can be anything. It can be the bat phone. It can be, when you call 911, that's technically a hotline. When you like call for weather details or dial for traffic info or like any of those numbers that you see on the side of the road, or like when you just call, you call the hotline to talk to your favorite radio DJ. I don't know if anybody still listens to the radio, but like back in the day, you had to be caller number 9, right? You call the hotline. You can also call a hotline for things like support with your products or what? I mean, what other hotlines are there?
I mean, I feel like it's not really a hotline, but like there's emergency hotlines. Those are really important. There's, I don't know. We don't really call like product hotlines anymore. Do you remember as a kid watching like Nickelodeon and they'd have like their like hotline dial-ins and you'd call and get like cartoon characters that you get to talk to?
Yeah. I mean, I think to me, this is all the kind of stuff that I have just sort of like, I've just missed it, like as we've gotten further and further away from using phones as phones, it's been odd that like the only time the phone rings, it's always because somebody's like spam dialing you. And I feel like there was some very good, like fun ways to use the phone. I remember Michael Selvage, who was a Twilio employee back in the day, built this hotline called Call and Oats. And that one is great. You could call in and it would play you a Hall & Oates song. And it was like this beautiful, wonderful thing that got so viral that didn't like Hall & Oates decide they weren't going to send a DMCA because it was so much fun?
I think so. Weird story about that. So that still exists. We still run it. I can share that in a few moments, grab the number. But there's actually like an OG band hotline.
Oh yeah.
And the OG one, unless I've heard one more recently, is They Might Be Giants. So They Might Be Giants, one of my favorite bands. I got to go see them in concert recently. So they used to literally have a voicemail machine set up in their apartment, and people could call in and listen to it. It's like the original, got dial a song. It's like the OG original thing. And that is currently run by Twilio. We switched it over to Twilio. We had them at Signal like 2016 or 2017. I have the distinct privilege of helping their manager figure that thing out. But what's super funny is I was like, yeah, like you guys are like the OG at this. He's like, well, I heard of one other. I think there's this one Call & Oates that was before us. And I was like, no, that's also us. And that's unofficial. You're like the OG official one, original.
That one doesn't work. So let me throw this one.
I can find you the
here's
number
a story about it, at least, so that everybody can see. So this is the Call & Oates number. If you want to, if you're not in the US, obviously that's going to cost you, but you can do a +1 in front of it. And then
Signal 2025 says, whoopsies. Oh yeah.
2015.
Okay. Yeah. 2015. Sorry. Yeah, that was, thank you, Chef Brent. Hi Brent. Miss you already.
And then here's the number if you want to call. This probably doesn't work anymore.
I believe that still works.
It does still work. Okay, I'm going to throw it in the chat then.
I am not 100% sure that's the right number. I can actually tell you because I will look at their account.
This was written January 6, 2015. So that's 10 years ago.
That's about maybe. Let me give me 1 second and let me figure out exactly what the right phone number is for They Might Be Giants, because this is me literally looking at their account and making sure that that's the right phone number. And let me just be clear. Normally, Twilio people don't have this kind of access. I specifically am helping out and working with They Might Be Giants, and I've like talked to their manager, and they like granted me personally permission to see what's going on. So I just want to make sure, like, it's not normal that I can like go in and see what's going on with all these accounts. Is it? No, that number is still the right number.
Yeah, confirmed Twilio devs, it works. So this is this is the number if you want to call in and see kind of what we're getting at. But it's, I mean, the general idea is that you're able to use the phone to create this like little moment of fun.
Yeah.
You can also use it to create a lot of utility. And I think that we've sort of, I don't know, I feel like so much of this stuff has collapsed down into you know, you call in and you talk to a robot that absolutely doesn't understand what you're saying and only has 3 options, but it wants you to talk to it like a person. And it's like, no. Like, I just give me to a real person.
Yeah.
But there are these moments, like I remember when IVR was good, and when you could actually do useful things with it. And I remember being able to interact with a phone in a way that kind of felt like pleasant.
Yeah.
And these days, now that I do a lot more video production, I'm on the phone all the time. I like calling is so much faster than any other means of communication, because most of the time what I need is a yes, no answer.
Right.
And emailing somebody and waiting 3 days for them to check it is just a silly way to spend your time. Just call them. Hey, you available? Yes, no. Okay, cool. No problem.
But even for that, I think like a text is a good one. I think when it's a little bit more than that, when there's nuance to the conversation, I always want to be on the phone. It's just going to be easier. Yeah,
for sure. But so let's talk a little bit about what our plan is for the day.
Yeah.
So we ran this challenge. We had folks on the challenge built a whole bunch of things. I'm going to blame this episode one more time. And so we had on the show, we had, let's see, there was a Pokemon one. You could basically call into the Pokedex. We had one where you could call in and say, I'm on the corner of these 2 streets. Where is pizza within a 10-minute walk of me? And it would give you some suggestions and some reviews. And then the third one was you could call in and settle an argument.
Yeah.
Right. And say, like, you know, somebody said that a cheetah is faster than a duck or something. And it would tell you if you were right or not. These are great. Like, these are fun apps. But we felt like we could go even further, so we opened it up to the community.
Yeah, and we got some fun ones. And we can talk about some of the ones that we got. But someone built a Pictionary hotline. Oh, 2 players join a room, and and then I don't know exactly how that works. I haven't tested that one. There's a few others that I remember seeing, and I should have had these pulled up, but don't. But the one that wasn't built but was like the best idea that got submitted was by Charles Villard. I don't know if you're in
Charles
here.
Might be around.
Yeah. I asked him to join. So, and it was essentially here's verbatim what he said. I enjoy cooking and baking. Sometimes I find recipes online I want to try, but once I get my wrists deep in the process, I hate having to stop and look up the next step. I want a hotline that will read me each ingredient step by step, as well as each step in the instructions aloud. That way I can follow along at a pace that makes sense without having to keep my screen from going dark or unlocking my phone. I love that. Right. So like Yeah, the idea is like you can just talk and it'll tell you like, hey, this is the next step. I was talking to some friends last night and telling them what I was going to do today. And someone's like, yeah, can you also make it so it tells you the amount? Because I hate when they're like, add the water, and then you have to go like look up how much water was in the recipe. It's like, tell me in this instructions. Don't make me go back.
Okay, but I will say, mise en place, measure all your stuff first. Because then you just have your cup of the right amount of water. It's like, add the water. Great, I've done it.
Sure.
Well, you shouldn't be measuring while you're cooking.
Sure. But that takes a lot of pre-thought. I just like, look, I'm somebody these days who's like cooking while I'm trying to entertain a 3-year-old at the same time. So like limits to what I can do. Yeah. Oh, and then I just got all the other option things. So yeah, we got that from Charles. That's what we're going to build. We got a Pictionary hotline from Joseph Bocanegra. And then we got a, wait, what is this one exactly? An ARC hotline. I don't know what that is.
ARC hotline.
From Jason. Let me see. So, Jason,
that was the one that was like, I think that's a game.
Okay.
And it was like, you could get status updates on the game. I don't play that game, so I don't exactly know how it works, but
yeah,
it seemed like a pretty interesting one if you were I think it's an online like multiplayer.
Oh yeah, there's game. Like loot locator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff there. That was a cool one, and then we had somebody build a wounded animal hotline. That's super helpful.
Like to call in because you saw an animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
An AI voice powered hotline for Eastern Washington wildlife emergencies.
Cool.
And that was Dan Gale did that one. And then we had another idea that I don't understand. Someone wanted us to recreate a 1984 McDonald's commercial with singing French fries. That's an option. Not saying,
and that feels like a little more of a visual thing.
Yeah, and like we'd have to like work on the voice itself. Yeah, that would be an interesting one.
Yeah. Feels like one of those ones that could start edging into copyright problems if you're cloning voices of actors that, haven't worked for 40 years or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And we'd have to find that commercial. There's just a lot there. That was fun, but that's the kind of things that you can do. That's the joy of, being, making these phone lines.
Well, and I mean, so I know we'll talk more about the specific strategy we want to use, but something that I thought was really exciting is that the technology that's available to us today, right, is like Twilio built its name on being able to programmatically use a phone. So you get a phone number issued by Twilio. I'm able to call in, and then we have Twiml, which is kind of a XML-like language that allows you to say, listen for ketones or say this thing or whatever. And it creates an IVR. So if you were trying to create a customer service system that's like press 1 for hours, press 2 for this, you can actually build that using Twilio. So that was like kind of the OG function set. But you've introduced a whole lot more. So text messaging, MMS. You've also now got things like what was the company you bought? SendGrid, so you can do email now.
Yeah, SendGrid can email. We have Segment, which is a whole customer data platform, so you can understand what your customers are doing and have relative context. And there's all these crazy behind the scenes tools that are things that like you didn't know you needed. So like we have an entire thing called like compliance toolkit where you like make sure that you're staying compliant, because you can get fined if you send text messages at the wrong time or you make phone calls at the wrong time. There's all these other kind of tools behind the scenes, and like, and then the big one is so many of our customers were just using text message to send one-time passcodes. That we built a tool that just takes all of that and puts it into one little package and does it all for you. So you don't need to like roll your own OTP. You can kind of just let us do it, say that you need it, and then you're good to go.
So to kind of largely gloss over a lot of details, we can just say like if you're working on a company that needs to use a phone, you've sort of provided the full toolkit for interacting with a phone in any way
if you need to communicate with your customers outside of your app.
Oh,
you can use Twilio because like email,
so we're beyond phones
phone,
now. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, phone is a big part. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what I think is maybe the most interesting recent feature that you've shipped, which is conversation relay.
Yeah, conversation relay is fun.
And so I'm going to let you talk about it because I feel like I get it, but I feel like you know better how it works.
For sure. So look, when did ChatGPT? It was like 2 years ago. ChatGPT came out and everyone got really excited about it, right? Something like that.
2 years. God, I'm like, did you see me go into the 10,000 yards?
I remember. I know. So I remember it came out and about a little over a year ago. So it would have been October. I tried to do a Halloween build where I wanted to use AI to respond to people on the phone. So I had to create media streams that took the audio and sent that to like DeepGram. And then that gave me a text. And then that text I would put into ChatGPT. It was like 3.5 turbo at the time. And like would spit out a response. And then I'd have to take that and pipe it through either like a generic voice to text, like some of the old Google stuff, or like some of the old Amazon stuff, or I tried to do with 11 Labs for a fun voice. And that was like early 11 Labs, and then stream the output back. And it was so slow, and you couldn't handle interruptions. It was really a complicated thing. And so Twilio saw this as like a huge need, not necessarily to like own the AI models that people are using to talk, because things are changing so fast, but to own and not own, but manage the pipeline for people so they didn't have to deal with it. So we created this thing called the Conversation Relay. And basically what Conversation Relay does is it handles the text-to-speech and the speech-to-text pipelines. Sorry, other way around, speech-to-text and text-to-speech pipelines. So you hook up Conversation Relay. You say on one end, here's my phone number. On the other end, here's my AI. And then it will connect to the Twilio phone number and spit text into your AI. And then when it gets something back, it'll read it out. And it uses things like DeepGram and 11 Labs. So you can get some really high-end voices. And it just makes the whole thing, you don't have to worry about the multimodal AI stuff. You literally just do what you do, which is make text that spits AI stuff back.
Well, and what I find really exciting about it is that the way that this is built, it's not an AI thing. It is a communicate with anything thing. Yes. Because what I find really exciting about it is because it's text to speech, speech to text, you can do something like process natural language, where I say, hey, I'm trying to find out some more details about thing. And you could use an LLM to say, okay, based on these possible instructions, which thing is this person talking about? At which point, it can say like, yeah, they're talking about, they want to know about this thing. And that fires off an API endpoint. But when that API endpoint comes back, we don't need an LLM anymore. Like, we're hitting a database, we're bringing back some details, and it can just read the response. Yeah. So we can do things that feel incredibly futuristic, but it's not necessarily like the AI solves the key problem for a hotline, which is natural language processing.
Yes.
But the rest of it is just tech, like speech to text, so that we can run it through the LLM for natural language processing. But after that, it's just other things you would do in a standard chain. You pick an instruction, you run that instruction, you get the response back from the API endpoint, you read that back. And because we can go text to speech, you can read it back in a natural sounding voice so that it's easy for the person on the other end of the line to understand what has been said. Right? Yeah, and you're cool stuff.
Yeah, you're probably using AI with the context to generate a more realistic response, because you don't want your response to just be whatever your API spit out. Maybe you do.
But and it depends on what the thing is, right? Like but you have the control. I think that's what's really exciting.
Yeah, you have the full control to figure out responses. Look, and you don't have to use AI in the pipeline. I at one point made a weird hotline where someone posted on Twitter, they're like, I wish there was a phone number that I could call that would tell me if I sound okay. Because if I'm traveling and I'm trying to make a business call, I don't know if I sound okay. I don't know how things work. And so I made one where you can call and you record a quick message, and then it plays it back to you. And I, as a joke, someone was like, there's that one like rap song where it's like, they're like stop it and rewind it back. And then like they say the words backwards.
Oh,
so
yeah. The Missy Elliott song.
The Missy Elliott song. So I did that. So I could use Conversation Relay to do that, where I essentially just take the text that I get, run it through an app that makes it a vector and flips it, and then send it back. There was no AI in the actual processing. I just picked it up and reversed it. And it was very fun to do that, but like I could use Conversation Relay for that. There was no AI on the other end, like that it was talking to. It was just like, but I didn't have to worry about text to speech and speech to text, which is nice.
And I think that's an important thing to say here, is because I feel like a lot of times what ends up happening is that we've sort of taken this bubble term of AI, and we throw it as an umbrella over everything new, because everything new can usually interact with AI. Yeah. But a lot of times it's not actually, like, we're not introducing artificial intelligence. We're just giving you a tool that makes it easier to interact with the things like the LLMs or with the computer vision or whatever it is. And that's the case with Conversation Relay here. It's a very cool tool that allows us to capture speech, turn it into written text. We can use that for whatever we want. And it allows us to take text and turn that into speech that's relayed back to a phone call.
Yes.
And so that means for us, we can do anything. Like, it's not just what could I do with AI, it's what could I do with a phone. Right. Yeah. And I think, to me, that's what gets me really excited about it, is we can get really creative with what we do. And so the specific app we want to build today is the one that Charles, who's now in the chat, came up with, which was we want to be able to chat with a recipe. And so I think the goal is, like, the actual workflow is that I would maybe, like, how do we get the recipe to the thing? Are we texting the recipe to it?
I think texting in the recipe is the right way to do it. I think
so our idea then is we call the hotline and we say, hey, I need your help with a recipe. I'm texting it to you now. And it gets the text with presumably a link to a recipe. Yeah. It's going to read that recipe. Yeah. And we'll use the print version to avoid the nonsense of, like, the rest of the ad, or we can send it a PDF or whatever we want. Or we can hard code it because we don't have that much time. But it'll read our recipe, and then we want it to, like, as we're chatting, it'll say, okay, so your first step is you're going to get 2 eggs. And you can say, okay, I have 2 eggs. What do I do? And it'll kind of move you through the next steps, right?
One moment. I just lost your audio, and I don't know if it's me or you. Is that just me that lost the audio?
Can y'all still hear me? It's our favorite game. Is it Alex or is it Jason?
Can chat hear Jason? Is it just me that's going crazy?
Check, check, check. Hello, hello. It's Alex.
It could very well just be me. I don't want to, like, pretend that it's not.
It looks like it is just you. So maybe your headphones are dead. Plug and replug.
Try one thing here.
Check, check, check. It usually was.
Sorry. It usually is me, so it very well could be me.
Let's see. Do
I have you now?
I do, and you just got so much louder.
What is going on? I'm super confused.
All right. Flip to a different output.
Sorry.
It's all right. So what I'm going to do while Alex is trying to figure things out is I'm going to flip us over into this view here. And we are going to, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to pull up Twilio Conversation Relay. Got the docs down here. And we're going to throw this into the chat so that everybody who needs it has a link. Oh my goodness, that is, you know what, that's fine. It's a big old link. But let's see, can we get, all right, you back?
I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
All good, all good. So I'm just, I'm pulling up, I'm gonna throw this link into the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, we keep the show links all streaming through a specific channel there. Let me throw a quick banner up for the Discord, which is where, this one. So head over there, you can get on the Discord. So I've got Conversation Relay in front of me. So our workflow then is going to be call the hotline, say, I'm sending you a recipe. It's going to receive the recipe, parse it, and say, okay, your first step is get 2 eggs. I'm going to get my 2 eggs. I'm going to say, I've got 2 eggs. What do I do next? And then it's going to unpause, tell me the next step, and then wait for me to confirm, right?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. So for us to do that, there's a few things that we're going to need. We're going to need conversation relay to listen to me. Yeah. We're going to need a phone number.
Yeah.
We're going to need the ability to receive text messages. We are going to need to be able to parse that recipe into steps and then somehow communicate that those steps are going to be delivered one at a time, awaiting a verbal confirmation from the listener.
Yeah.
Okay. None of that particularly scares me. The collection of all those things together makes me a little bit nervous because I've never built anything like this before.
Yeah.
Did I miss any steps?
I don't think you missed any steps. Because we're only receiving a text, we can use your Twilio account or mine because there's new regulations in the US that you need to go through to send a text, but we're only receiving them.
So do we want to make, because I can think of some stretch goals if we get this done fast. We've got about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So a stretch goal for me would be, we've got the recipe. What if that recipe were to also populate a website? And as we talk to the phone, it could actually check items off the list, right? Like, so turn it into a checklist and then check those items off. So that one might be a little bit of a stretch because we're generating some UI. That might be more than we have time to do, but I think that would be really, really cool.
That would be, And I also like, it might be step by step. I also like, this is how I go through and I cook. I like look and I generally know like what steps 1 and 2 are. And then I'm like, oh, I just did X, what's next? Like I just added the eggs, what's next? So I think we can find some, I think we'll find some fun things there. And yes, CD Villard, if you have ideas, this is your idea.
We could definitely run that through Hash Brown. Equipment suggestions. Love for this to encourage mise en place. See, mise en place. That's the game.
Are you going to change how I cook now?
I'm going to fix you, Alex. This is surprise. This is an intervention.
No. Doesn't that require so many little bowls and dishes to like fill all your...
what a delight it is to have the little bowls and dishes.
That seems like more. I try to use 1 measuring cup every time I cook.
Oh my God. Oh, you're killing me. Okay.
Yeah. Can I use mise en place to do a grilled cheese? Would that be applicable?
100%. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Wait, Chef Brent, why is a common mistake reading the whole recipe first? I don't. You want to read the whole recipe first?
I think he meant not reading the whole recipe.
Oh, got
first.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, not reading. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Mise en place only if you're doing pastry or bakery. Other dishes you can improvise.
I know. You just throw something in.
I don't know. I like to have. I know like if I'm cooking, I know what's going in. Like if I'm making an omelet, I know that I'm going to have a few eggs. I know that I'm going to have meats, cheeses, veggies. Now I'm also going to improvise and like decide that I want like, oh, you know what, these eggs really need a little fish sauce, and I'm gonna go grab the fish sauce, right? But because everything needs a little fish sauce. You think I'm wrong, but I'm correct. But like I think that having one of the things that I think is a struggle for a lot of folks, and that makes cooking extra stressful. And I think this is true. This is like a general life advice thing that is very I've made a whole video about this actually, about how important mise en place is. Mise en place is this idea of like, think through what you're about to do, and then the things that can be prepped ahead of time, do it, because there's a preparation context and there's an execution context. And if you try to do them at the same time, you're context switching throughout the process, as opposed to like getting what can be gotten ready, and then doing all of the things at once so that it's very paint by numbers.
You sound like you're making it easy for yourself, and I think it's more fun if you're just running around the kitchen like a madman.
Why not do it all on hard mode? That is absolutely.
I can put the onions in while I chop the next veggie. Like I took a manufacturing class in undergrad, and I feel like that, like the idea of like parallel processing, maybe I'm too overblown on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But okay.
We're just going to talk about cooking all day long, which honestly, that'd be fun.
Next time we do this, we'll do it together in a kitchen, and we'll make the hotline, and then we'll cook something using it. That's the way we should do this. Why didn't we think it? Where were we on this? We did not think this through. Okay. Okay. So let's get rolling here. I'm going to do the thing that I know how to do, which is I have a blank project.
Cool.
I'm going to open up. I've got Warp. So I'm going to move into, I'll just do it in my personal site or my personal GitHub. And we're going to do, what do you want to build this with? Like, do you have a framework of choice?
So I was actually going to suggest maybe not starting from scratch. So we have a quick kind of like, it's not exactly a quick start, but we have a blog post that I can share. I'll throw that in chat, I guess. Or let me send that to you and you can put it in chat because I don't think I have access to your chat that goes everywhere.
Okay.
But there's this blog post which is like a getting started. And if you wait, is that the right? Yeah. So if you go into that blog post, there is a really nice repo that that Kelly created, and you can kind of start from just like having the WebSocket server and everything working. Now, it does run with, the whole idea is this is to use ngrok. So if you want to use something different, we can flip that around. But this is just like, if you didn't want to start from zero, if you keep going down, there's a repo that it pops in there. We're in the green part, repo on GitHub, the bottom of your screen right now.
Ah, got it. Okay.
So this is like this would be like a great starting point. There's a few different branches that have like different features you can add. But if you didn't want to start from scratch, this is what I would suggest.
Okay. Do you want me to grab one of the branches or you want me to just go off main?
You can go off main for now.
So I'm just going to fork this.
Let me double check what the branches do. Let me remember.
Well, I should get all the branches as well. So
yeah, you're going to. Exactly.
Copy the main branch only, in fact. Actually, so I'll wait because probably is wise to only copy the main branch if that's what we're using, but I can get them all.
You're going to want features /step 4 tool calling.
Okay, so I'm getting
only because that'll include some of the other things. One of the big ones is I believe that step 2 is interruption handling.
Okay.
And that's kind of a big deal.
So let me copy this, and then we're going to use, what my favorite, I love this feature, the GitHub CLI. Yeah, so good. Nice. Such a magical little thing. Okay, so let me, what are we using?
Yep, that works.
Is it Node? It is Node. Okay.
Yeah.
I jumped the gun there. Okay, so we're npm installed, and then you wanted me to git checkout feature. No,
a feature branch.
Spell it right. Check out feature step 4.
I think it's that one, because we don't need to use the tool calling in here.
Your local changes. Oh, whatever. Git stash.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you did the install. And there's a few steps that you need to do to get this one ready to go. I'm juggling too many windows here. You need to you need to add your so this connects to OpenAI. So you would need to add your OpenAI keys if you want to use OpenAI on the back end. We can change that. We can use whatever though.
I have OpenRoute. I don't have OpenAI keys.
Okay.
So you'd either have to send me one or I can use OpenRouter. What do you think is going to be faster?
I don't know. Whatever you want. I can send you a key.
If you've got one handy, that might be the fastest thing to do.
Sweet. Let me private chat you that and hope I don't dox myself. That's always the goal on screen.
Cool. So I'm going to pull this off screen while I do this.
Cool. Let me find my...
I did fork with branches, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
So what I did, just to recap, because there's some questions. I hit the fork button on. Let me go back. And so I hit the fork, but then I unchecked this box to copy the main branch only. So that gave me all the branches, and then I used the GitHub CLI to actually clone it locally, and I was able to check out the The feature step 4 tool calling branch is the one that we're on. And let's see, I'm looking over here for
I sent it in the
key.
private chat.
I got it. I have it. I am pasting it into the .env, which I need to duplicate. 1 second. .env. Come on, bud. There we go. And then
if you want to run it locally, you also want to do an ngrok, and then we can paste in the ngrok location.
Okay, so I got the thing there, and then do I have ngrok? Let's see.
There's also a feature in VS Code that lets you do it.
There is.
Yeah, I think in VS Code you can do it live.
Can I just run npx ngrok? Does that work?
No, I think it's just ngrok. Oh, nps install ngrok. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to let me do this without.
It just says use ngrok command. The command is what is it? Ngrok HTTP 8080.
8080. Oh, authentication failed. Oh, I have to sign up for this. Okay. Do I have one of these? I might.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Also, there's a way to, if you are using VS Code or?
I am using VS Code.
So there's a way you can hit, you can actually hit on the bottom of VS Code. There's a little thing. I think is that it? Where you can hit like go live and it'll it'll listen on a port.
Oh, we should be okay actually, because I do in fact have an account. I just got to go look at it. If I can
verify emails.
Oh shoot. That email does not work anymore.
Yeah, I was like, what's Copter Labs?
That's my that's my agency from like 10 years ago. Okay, let me sign up for free. I'm going to sign up with Google. I'm going to use my Code TV email. Yeah.
One of the first streams I ever did, as I was starting, my computer's like, you can't do anything until you reinstall Xcode. That's not a fast process.
Right.
That was maybe the worst.
How do I get you to just do?
Hey, Frackberg. I also saw some Robertables in here, some old stream friends from my streaming tastes.
Where's this new one that I just did? Okay, well,
Brent remembers. Brent and I just had a conversation about cheesesteaks.
We're going to do that later. Okay, so this is an exciting start. Everybody stick with us. It's only uphill from here. Can I just skip all this? Yes. Okay. Good.
Probably.
Good. Homebrew, fine.
Yeah, I think you already have it.
I don't. I use NPX to do the thing.
Got it.
This should be quick though, because I tend to run something with. I have Homebrew like auto update, and I tend to usually end up installing something every couple of weeks. So it's typically not more than a few seconds to do this.
Yeah.
Watch me be wrong. Okay, so then we should have. We've got ngrok config. Is this my? Oh, good. Well, we'll roll that later. Okay, and so now I should be able to.
There's not much you're doing. HTTP 8080.
Hey, okay.
Go ahead and copy that forwarding.
And I'm copying this one specifically.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And then you're going to copy without the HTTP. You just need the back end.
Okay, so then I'm going back over into my .env.
Yeah, which you still don't want to share, and then put that in the ngrok spot.
Share. Okay, that's in the ngrok spot. I don't need a port. Okay, so I'm closing the .env, but I'm going to pull over the example so that everybody can see what I did. So I set up the Open API key, and I set up the ngrok URL. I copied that into the .env here, and then put in the real keys. So we are now in business. I'm going to close that.
Do you want me to use it? Do you want me to set the phone number up, or do you want to do it? Well, I guess you can do it, because then we can show what Twilio looks like.
Yeah, why don't we do that? So I'm going to go to Twilio.com, and let me actually open this for real, and then I can log in. And that's, I believe, the one that I need. Yeah, that's the one. And then I have an account.
Nice.
Good. Doing all the stuff. Here we go. Yeah. 1Password is like so great.
I
Okay.
know. Wait, did you have 1Password set up to like?
Oh yeah.
With your phone?
Oh yeah. No. It does the authenticator for you, and it can
okay.
also do passkeys for you. So it
I know
just
it
like
does passkeys.
zips right through the whole process, which is
I haven't done the
absolutely
authenticator
wonderful.
one.
Can I get you to leave me alone?
If you hit next a few times and click buttons.
No. Okay. So whatever. I'm just gonna do what kind of business.
Direct brand to the top one. Don't mess around with that ISV
I'm
stuff.
a developer. Go away. Leave me alone.
I'll give that feedback to the team.
Verification. What?
Just pick one.
You.
No, you have to choose one. You pick the hard one.
Yeah. Okay. We're doing that one. Sure. We're going with that.
So this will, in theory, set up your some of the systems for you. Cool.
Okay. So I have all of this stuff. I've got voice.
Yeah.
I think I already have some phone numbers in here.
Phone numbers is right above there.
Phone numbers.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have phone numbers? I do. Oh, I know why I took it out, because somebody had found one of them and it started like spamming me, and I was like spending $10 a week to get spammed. So I killed the number.
Yeah. There you go.
So I can get a number, right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. I'm getting a number. I want to use the number for both voice.
Yeah. If you should just search if you want to
SMS. I don't need these, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Okay. And then I can.
Yeah, we can do the first part of the number. So you could do like, a Portland thing, or you can.
We'll get an Oregon number.
There you go.
Good. Here we go. How about this one? We're gonna buy this number. And we won't be able to send text messages, but we'll be able to receive. Okay. Agree to comply.
And there's ways I could get it to like send text messages to you or me, like very limited as a trial, but we won't worry about that. And then go ahead to configure.
Configuring.
Trying to keep up. The ngrok URL is the forwarding address. So yeah, basically once he starts running the server on his machine, ngrok just open that to the world, I guess. So like now Twilio will be able to connect to that. So and
it's important to note, I'm not actually running the server yet. So right now ngrok is forwarding nothing. So if you visit that URL that was generated, it's not going to do
even
anything.
Later. You're just going to get TWIML text. It's not that exciting. So right here, voice configuration, when a call comes in, you're going to change that URL.
This one.
Yeah. To paste in, if you still have it saved as your paste in your, there you go, /TWIML.
Okay.
Cool. And then at the bottom, you're going to scroll all the way down and save. Then it might be let me just double check something. It might be HTTP. Change the HTTP.
Look at what we've.
Sorry, you got to change one more thing there. We got to make it a get call, not a post call.
Oh, I got you. Okay. And so just to look, we have in here, we configured something to send TWIML. Is that right?
Yes. So
here. So we're using Fastify, which is, if you've never used Fastify, it's like Express. We're opening up the TWIML route, and then this is us responding to the call.
Right. In the TWIML, if you want to look at that, change that to get, go down and save it. And then I'll actually explain what's going on in that call. So in there, it's basically saying, hey, when you get this phone call, connect to this conversation relay URL, which is also in the same server, and say this welcome greeting, which I think is somewhere else in this file. And what you'll see is the WS URL is actually right below that, which is the WebSocket URL, which basically tells you the domain, which we put in our .env/WebSocket. And then if you scroll all the way down to right below where we just were, you'll actually see the WebSocket URL here, which is setting up all of the conversation relay stuff that we want. So it's setting the system prompts that we have, figuring out which AI we're going to be talking to on the back end. So this is kind of like the main workhorse here.
Okay.
So the cursive is interesting. I haven't seen that before.
This is Night Owl and Operator Mono, and I love the cursive, but I know it's divisive. Okay, so we've got the prompt, we've got the interrupt, and then we've got a default here. So where was the choosing the model?
The choosing the model is going to be, let me pull up my code just so I can make sure that I'm actually telling you the right things and not just on a wild goose chase for this.
OpenAI is here.
This might just not dictate the model. I can't remember, but the model. So
when we get a prompt, it uses the AI response stream, which is the helper function.
Yes.
That calls OpenAI.
Yeah.
So okay, I understand. I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah, and in there, if you look at constant stream await chat completion, there's a you in this case they decided GPT-4o mini.
And so we could choose whatever we want, but I think 4o mini is probably fine for what we're doing.
Yeah, you can choose whatever you want, and then you could also switch out this is specifically an OpenAI one, but you could use anything to do that.
So, and if we OpenRouter, for example, I think has their SDK is compatible with this, and they work with OpenAI plus all the other ones. So you can kind of a nice thing about if you're using the OpenAI model is if you're an OpenRouter customer, and there's an episode of Web Dev Challenge that actually just went public today where people are using OpenRouter. So if you want to see how that works, some great stuff happening over on elsewhere on the Code TV YouTube. But it's effectively everything would say exactly the same, except you would swap this out for OpenRouter, and then you would be able to change out that model to Claude or what's that one? Not Twitter Grok, but the good Grok.
Grok with a Q.
Yeah, Grok with a Q. There's there's a lot of different models you can use. They all have their Gemini, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I will say, so what we're building is actually not dissimilar from the Pokemon one, if you think about it. Text to get some context and then talk about that context. That team used Grok with a Q, and it was wicked fast because the biggest issue that you're going to run into building voice with AI is latency.
Yes.
Right. When you're sending a text message, if you have to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 seconds before you receive response, you're not freaking out. When you're trying to talk to somebody and they wait a long time, it gets
very
awkward.
Strange.
Yeah. That was a second. Jason, we're reminding that a message is still on screen. It's not important.
Try to leave that one out instead. Lots of let's see, some love for OpenRouter. Let's see, anything else going on?
Appreciate the joke too. Someone got a 555 number. Classy. You know what I think?
You can get a 555 number?
No, you can't. So here's my hot take.
That's too bad.
I don't think that any TV shows or any media at this point, unless they're on a budget, which most of them are not, should ever have 555 numbers in their things. I think even if it's stupid, they should set up a phone line with Twilio that does maybe nothing. Maybe it's just a voice thing that's a character saying, "Oh, leave a message," whatever. But I don't know why people still use fake phone numbers or numbers that don't work.
I agree. I think, and there's I'm not going to talk about this for very long because I've talked about it elsewhere, but Dropout TV is a channel. I watch the way that they run a lot, and they just did a whole thing with an augmented reality game,
full ARG,
and they hid. They had a 1-800 number for some infomercial they did forever ago, and they hid clues in the phone number. Yeah. Right. And I would bet money that's built on Twilio. It's a very, very clever way to they had a thing, it was a joke, and then they were able later to go back and actually modify that to be part of this bigger thing.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and it opens up a lot of possibilities. So yeah, just get the number and just hold on to it. It's a great thing to do.
The Dropout one's an interesting one too, because actually so it was the latest season of Game Changer that had a whole ARG around it, and it pulled in other things. The season before, people thought they had an ARG, and that's what inspired them to make one for the next season. So it's just such a fun thing. And I watched a whole 45-minute video about their ARG. It was deep. And you never know. Maybe you'll see something along those lines coming out of Twilio soon.
Oh yeah?
Maybe.
We should talk.
Jason, we should always talk.
Okay, so I have this. This is set up. It's not running yet. We haven't started this server, but we have now told our phone number in Twilio to send any calls that come in to this server, which will be routed through ngrok to our not currently running server.
Correct.
And right now, when that happens, when we go to Twiml, it's going to send this welcome greeting.
Yeah.
And that welcome greeting right now is just a little friendly, like, hi, I'm assistant.
Yeah.
So we should be able to actually start this up and see it running, and call the number, and hopefully it's going to work. So why don't we try that? If I can find, do I just run I just do like a node thing?
Just run the server.
So I'm going to go back out into here. I'm going to open up a new terminal, and I'm going to node server, and that's going to work, I hope. Yes. So there's our WebSockets doing the thing. All right. Let's call the number. So I'm going to get on my phone here and find that number again. So here is 503-546-2810. And anybody who wants to can try this, but I'm going to put it on speaker for us.
You have a trial account. You can remove this message at any time by upgrading to a full account.
Fair.
Press any key to execute your code.
I guess press a key.
Hi, I am a voice assistant powered by Twilio and OpenAI. Ask me anything.
So it's working.
Yeah.
That's great. So we have a functioning like test environment here.
Yeah.
And obviously like I need to do some stuff to turn off that trial thing.
You can just give it to me. So yeah, if you actually hand me, if you just in the private chat, go to your account dashboard and copy the account dashboard, the first thing. We're going to do some Twilio We Work Here magic. Top left corner.
Top left corner.
Right below that. Yeah, either one would work. That account, Sid, go ahead and copy that and send it to me, and we'll get you upgraded here shortly.
Got you.
Thank you, Tofrog, who's lurking in chat, who's going to be doing that. So yeah, we'll get you upgraded in a minute, and then that'll go away. So the way Twilio works cost-wise is, in case anyone doesn't know, it's a pay for what you use service. So you don't pay anything up front, but we give you a little bit of a trial to do stuff and test stuff out. And then if you put a credit card in, it basically will like keep your balance at $20 or whatever it is. So that's kind of what we'll do, and we'll be upgrading you on the back end.
I just realized why this is. I was like, I'm not on a trial account. It's because I'm on my other account, which is fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
So that also explains why there are no numbers in there. I was like, I swear to God, I had an active number in here.
Well, we're on the Learn with Jason partner account. So yeah. No, but that's cool. Twilio's a little bit of a weird pricing thing too, where it's like, if you're a hobbyist, it's super cheap, right? It doesn't cost you much. Even like that, they might be Giants line. I mean, they're paying less than $100 a month to keep that running, I think. So it's like not crazy expensive, but then once you get to volume, if you hit something, it can get really expensive. And depending on what you're using, different services are more expensive than others, right? Like, it's a little more expensive to send a text than it is to make a phone call, things like that.
Right. And you've got all that pricing is listed out for people.
All that pricing is listed out for people.
And it is like, it's more expensive, but more expensive is still like fractions of a penny per text message.
I believe the default price for a text message is right around 0.7 cents. We're not back in the early 2000s where it was like 10 cents a text message.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got our server running. We are able to call it. I didn't try doing the prompt thing because that's not what we're here to do. But we are now actually functional, which means we should be able to jump in here and start making our app.
Yeah. So I think if you wanted to just so there's two routes that we can go testing this. If you just want to start by being like, what's it like to have a recipe in context to talk to an AI, and is this going to be good enough? We could just change that system prompt to be like, here's a recipe. You're trying to help somebody make this, and we could start playing with the AI and see what it does responding it. So that's one option.
What is happening?
And I don't know what you did.
Oh God. Just give me a second here while there we go. Just trying to get back.
Another thing that we can do is like, there was a, if you see the branch that we pulled has tool calling in it. So actually, if you see right below, there's a get joke function.
Right.
We could also take that function out and be like, get recipe and figure out how we want to make the get recipe thing.
Let's step by step it, right? So let's go first, we'll hard code, then we'll pull a recipe from somewhere else.
Well, I got a big question for chat then. What should we make?
Yep. I'm going to start writing a new system prompt here while you decide what we're going to cook.
I'll pick the best, whatever we get from chat. Okay, we've got a curried coconut chicken. I'm tempted to just go with that one because CD Villard, you're also the one who suggested the idea. Curried coconut chickens sounds yummy. No reason not to make a curried coconut chicken.
Actually.
Okay. I feel like you're trolling me now. Because
what are they in there doing now?
No, because it's a recipe that has a lot of ingredients and very few steps, which seems like it would be perfect for your mise en place or whatever it's called. Or we've got Chef Brent wants us to do ultimate crispy double fried can feed buffalo wings.
Yep. Okay. I'm down for any of those. Let's do the recipe the user wants to cook is Can I even say like wait? Can I tell it to wait for an input from the user before sending the next step? Does it?
Sure. I mean, it's going to sit there and just opening and listening all the time. So it's going to be sitting there. But like AI is a little bit weird about silence. So I'm very curious to see what happens. Okay. We've got the votes for Chef Brent's crazy buffalo wings.
Okay. So we're going to do buffalo wings. And for me to get those buffalo wings, I have to figure out how to... Brent, can you do me a favor and send that to me in Discord? Because I can't click this in StreamYard.
I'll send you the print version in our private chat.
Oh, you got it already?
A link of the private chat, yeah.
Okay,
that's the printout version too, so it's
perfect.
Little easier to copy.
That's what I need. So we're going over here. Oh, this one.
It's going to ask you
version, and then I'm going to just copy this, going back in here. And what happens if I just toss this right in?
Why not? We probably get rid of the jump to recipe, but everything else looks good. And maybe the cook time. Why not? Leave them in there.
Let's see how it does. Let's see how it does. I'm gonna let this just ride as is, and if this doesn't work, we'll clean it up and do some markdown to convince it to cooperate.
Yeah.
And then let me take this up to. This feels like this should be.
I think this is such the interesting part of like building with AI that's so different. It's like, let's just throw this thing in and see if the magic works. Right? It's not like coding before. It was like, well, there's a very specific process and you have to do it in the right order. And we're just like, something will happen.
I mean, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. I've never tried anything
Chef
like this.
Suggests step numbers, but we'll get there later with step numbers.
Hi, I'm a voice assistant powered by Twilio and OpenAI. Ask me anything.
Can you help me with my recipe?
Of course. What do you need help with regarding your recipe?
I think we may have. Do I need to stop and start the server to get this to work?
Depends on how you're running the server.
It sounds like you might be dealing with a...
I just like ran it straight notes.
Yeah, you probably do because it probably didn't.
So let me change
but if you
the
do
welcome message.
You could node mon too, but yeah. That's a weird symbol.
What am I doing? Come on, I know how this works.
You can type. I believe in you.
I clearly cannot. Where the hell is my... Okay.
Apostrophe? Oh, you have to do like, yeah, there you go. We're going to get formula. What is up?
Okay, so then I'm going to go out to my warp terminal. I'm going to restart this, and then I can.
You might want to use. I don't know if you have like NodeMon or something like that, where it'll like auto update.
Yeah, why don't we do that? NPX.
Chef Friend wants to just say, "Bruh, let's cook."
Okay, let's try this one more time.
Oh, hey, what is up, bro? Want to cook something?
Yes, I do.
Great. Let's get started on making the best buffalo wings. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 1. Asterisk, asterisk. Decide whether you want to use the stovetop method or the oven method for cooking the wings. If you choose the stovetop method, place 3 quarts of canola oil and 4 pounds of chicken wings.
Tell it you want to use the stovetop method.
I want to use the stovetop method.
Perfect choice. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 2. Asterisk, asterisk. Heat the oil and chicken wings over medium-high heat, stirring occasionally, until it registers 225 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit on an instant read or deep fry thermometer. You should see the chicken gently bubbling during this time.
How much chicken do I need?
You will need asterisk, asterisk, 4 pounds asterisk, asterisk of chicken wings, cut into drumettes and flats.
And how much oil?
You will need asterisk, asterisk, 3 quarts asterisk, asterisk of canola oil.
I mean, this is kind of right out of the gate already doing better than I thought it was going to. So I'm not sad about this. Let's try cleaning up this prompt a little bit.
Yeah. I think the other thing we could do is, because if you think about it, the prompt's going to probably come as a tool call later. Or I don't know how we want to do it, but like, so we also might not want to clean up the prompt knowing that like, hey, this works if we provide it enough context. That being said, I've kind of debated and gone back and forth when I've built these things before as to whether it's better to call a tool or have it in the context. It might be faster since we're only doing one recipe at a time to have it in context. We just need to make sure to like add it to the context window, or I don't know. I don't know how exactly, because like there's the pipeline of like, well, you text it in and it's there. But yeah.
Okay. And actually what I want, the quantities for the ingredients in the recipe.
Oh, come on. Everyone loves our asterisk.
It's going great for us. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Oh, hey, what is up, bro? Want to cook? Great. Let's get started on making the best buffalo wings. First, let's gather and measure the ingredients you'll need. 3 quarts of canola oil, 4 pounds of chicken wings, cut into drumettes and flats, 8 tablespoons, 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 cup of Frank's Red Hot sauce, blue cheese dressing for serving, celery sticks for serving. Make sure to properly mise en place by measuring out all the ingredients and having your tools ready. Once you're set, please let me know and I'll provide the first action step.
All right, I'm ready.
Perfect. For the first step, choose your cooking method. You can either use the stovetop method or the oven method. If you're opting for the stovetop method,
I want to use the stovetop method.
Great choice. Here's the first step for the stovetop method. 1. Place 3 quarts of canola oil and the 4 pounds of chicken wings in a large wok or Dutch oven.
See that? No, that's good. So because we told it to measure the ingredients, it's now including those in the responses.
Yeah.
We also, by telling it not to do to do it in plain text, we're not getting the asterisk. So Okay, so a little bit of prompting is going a long way here.
And look, if somebody was doing this at home, if you're following them from home and you're savvy enough to run the code and copy and paste in your own recipe every time, like you're done. Right? There's no reason you couldn't copy and paste in a recipe. I think there's a weird thing happening too. I feel like the voice changed when we changed the original welcome greeting. And I can't verify that, but it feels broier.
Swear to God.
Yeah, Chef Brent thought it would trip over the stovetop versus oven. It did not.
Okay. So let's see. What are we missing here? What, like, it feels like we're in decent shape on just being able to rock kind of the way it's rocking.
Yeah.
Right?
I think the next
So should we try to do the tool call to load the recipe from
I think the next step is to load a recipe. That's the one. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly the best way to do that.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to try.
Okay.
I'm going to try use the load recipe tool to access the recipe. And then we need to define the load recipe tool.
Yeah. Right? And here's the weird thing. And I don't know. I wish that we had B. Dougie or somebody on from that team to see how they did it. Because if you think about it, we don't have the context of, we don't have the like text context, if that makes sense. So it's like, how do we like getting the URL via text? Do we have their
source code? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Like, I wonder how they pulled the text into the context.
Great question. Let's see if we can find that's context front end. I don't actually know where they put any of this stuff, so we're gonna have to look around. Let me actually see. Might be able to just like dig in and find backend routes, Twilio. This seems right. Okay, that's
digging alongside you.
Pretty teeny tiny here. But so we've got in here, they are welcome to the Pokédex. Good. Extracted the phone number. This is smart. They extracted the phone number, which is a good idea, so that we can
remember
check for who texted you.
Yeah.
And then let's see. That's the bits there. So where is the actual Pokédex stuff? Parse message, extract name from response. That's fine. Handle setup. Your helpful Pokédex assistant. Existing conversation.
Relay routes. I wonder if they. Oh wait, here's the. I see in the relay in the register messaging route function. There's something about a picture in the. So that must be where they're getting the.
Are they importing like a utility? I bet they are. Identify Pokemon from image URL, stream answer with message, stream answer. Service session, text relay.
Because the image URL is the thing that they were just based on an image.
Get database. Batch writer, reasoner, message queue, stream coordinator. Okay, so we don't have. Like, do we just have like Poke?
Okay. Wait, they have a place where it's immediate voice feedback that the photo is received. So they speak to call immediate feedback. I think they have this speak to call function that updates the call, it seems. This was harder than I thought. I didn't even think about it.
Speak to call function.
So here's another way we could do it. You could create a totally separate, or you could have it running in the server, but have it separate, something that just when it receives a text message, it records the number that the message was from and the context of that number. Mm-hmm. And then you could, in your tool, search the number and it would pull like the most recent message you received from that person.
Okay, so that's going to require us to set up a database, and we can do that. We can do that with like SQLite. That won't take very
We can do that
much.
with SQLite, or we can actually just forget. Let's be even easier. Let's just go and I think we can. Let me just double check if we can pull the message logs. We might just be able to pull the logs of people who've messaged us in Twilio.
Oh, okay. And so, well, so before we get into this, of like hooking up the user's number, can we just get the tool calling running?
Yeah.
So like we'll hard code
hard code a URL.
Yeah. So let's we're gonna call this one load recipe, and we're gonna start by just loading this one, and we'll have to figure out what the data, the response data. We want this to be Axios get. Does that auto JSON? Is that what's happening? Because we need to get the text.
This is the part I'm not good at.
Let's see. So this is going to be a whole thing. We need to extract the text only. Is there?
Oh, that's a good point.
Is there an option? Like, have they done something like this? No, of course not. Let's go. Do they have any way to access this as? I'm just going to look in the head and see if they have like something that looks like it's more LLM friendly. I'm wondering if they have a like an XM or an RSS feed or something as well. Could be.
Oh yeah. That's why I pulled up the print one.
Yeah, the print one I think is good. But what I don't want to do is I don't necessarily want to have to set up a scraper for this.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there a tool that would allow us to is there like an MCP server kind of thing that we could grab that would just be like, hey, I'll go grab this for you so that we don't have to build it?
Probably.
Okay. Has anybody done this before? Let's see. Here is a feed.
There's a few websites that do it. Maybe we could just go to like hold on, let me see if that works. God, I'm trying something. There might be like a third-party website that we can hit, like a third-party website version of this. Where'd those chicken wings? Where'd that chicken wing recipe go?
Convert web pages to plain text. Okay. Can I do this through?
Yeah, so one that just pulls recipes out of things, which is actually kind of a nice thing to look at. But I still think we'd have to pull the plain text, which shouldn't help.
There's something called J. Adkins 89
Recipe scraper.
Recipe scraper. What? No, that's a search. What are you doing? You knew that was a search. You know better. All right. How's this one work? This is going to Recipe Scraper is a package. We await
the
Recipe Scraper URL, which is going to give us back the recipe, and then that. Okay. And it supports quite a bit of the common ones, which is good. It sends back a recipe, and that's just JSON object is great actually, because that will give us something that the thingy can use. And screw it. Let's install this without doing any validation whatsoever. It's going to be fine. All right, here we go. We're going to go in here.
I feel like if Chef Brent shared it with me, that feels validating enough.
You know what? Yeah, it's Brent's fault.
I trust my friends. It's Brent's fault. That's right.
Exactly. This is clearly I've done nothing. This is all Brent's fault. And let's see, what are we doing next? We're getting to you. Hello.
And I think I have an easy, somewhat hacky way to get the recipe from a text message later.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. So we're running again. Now we have the recipe scraper, which means that we should be able to grab you, put this up at the top, and we're going to import and hope that this doesn't explode for being in ESM. And then down here, we're going to grab this, which will go into that load recipe tool. And that's going to use this recipe, which I guess we can just drop the print because it didn't say to do that. So I'm just gonna make the assumption that that works. And then that recipe just comes back as JSON, which theoretically means we can just return it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out. We're gonna recipe, get rid of you. And then down here, we need to find where that get joke was used. So this one is going to be recipe is going to be load recipe. You are also going to be called load recipe. And then down here, these are all doing the thing. Tool calls. Content is recipe. And token is recipe. Okay, do we have any other instances of joke? We do. So these are our tools that we're registering.
Yeah.
And this is going to fetch a recipe from a URL. Okay. No other instances of joke. So theoretically speaking, we've refactored this to now have this function that should load the recipe using the recipe scraper. That's loaded into our tool calls as load recipe. And now when we do this, it should say, let's see, use the load recipe tool to access the recipe. So I'm going to delete this bit.
Nice.
And fingers crossed, we are now going to get this. And then the next step, once we confirm that this is working, the next step is going to be to figure out how to pass the recipe through the prompt.
Yes.
And then once we figured that out, we'll figure out how to get the recipe out of a text message and into the prompt.
What do you mean pass the recipe? No, because we should be able to, the tool calling should pull it in, right?
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, so right now we've hard coded this URL.
Yes.
So next step is going to be to figure out with a tool call, because I've never done this before.
Yeah.
How do we get this URL from the, like, out of the prompt and into the tool call?
Yeah.
So baby steps, but we should be in good shape. Let me make sure I still have the server running. I do. So
Cool.
we're going to give this a try.
Bruh, let's cook.
What are we doing?
We're going to break down a recipe into actionable steps, providing you with the quantities for the ingredients and encouraging you to prepare everything in advance. Mise en place. Once you're ready,
Mise en
you can
place.
ask for the... No, I don't have the ability to retain information or remember past interactions. Each session is independent, so I won't retain any details once our conversation
Can you
ends.
load the
If you
recipe
haven't-
using the load recipe tool?
No.
Oh, we crashed it. Okay.
Nice.
No recipe found on page. Oh, but it did try.
Yeah.
So it went to the Serious Eat scraper. It attempted to scrape. It failed,
Okay.
which is a concern. But so now we've got an issue with the
Scraper. Great.
Why did that fail? Throw new error, no recipe found on page. So that's not great.
I feel like we should how do we just test the load recipe? Or how do we just test the scraper?
Yeah, so I think the way we test that is we probably have to throw together a route.
Slash scrape or slash
Mhm.
recipe.
And that's going to be an async. It's going to get a request, reply, get one of these and one of those. And then we're going to recipe equals await load recipe. And I guess we'll try catch this.
Yeah. CD Villard says, my thought was that you'd send the recipe to the LM with a prompt. So that means that, like on a web page, you think? Or curious what exactly you're thinking. We were just trying to not build a UI. But like you could also say, hey, I want to make wings. But knowing the exact wing recipe, it would have to search and you'd have to hope that it pulls the right one. But if you've got other ideas of how to do it, let us know.
Okay, so this is basically, it should not blow up at least. Oh, I have to do something with this. It's reply dot something. Reply dot J's no. What do I do? Reply dot type dot send. Okay. Type application JSON dot send recipe. Okay. So that should theoretically, we'll either get a blank object if it fails plus a console log, or it should give us the recipe.
Cool.
So I'm going to hit this endpoint in the server here, which is running at
You can do the localhost 8080
localhost.
Yeah.
And I should be able to hit recipe, and it fails, and it fails with no recipe found on page. So that's frustrating because there is a recipe on that page. Let me hit this one more time. Like, is it doing something weird? No, that's the recipe. So what if we try the print version?
We'd also try a different one too.
Let me see what happens if we just throw in.
It's just slash print, but yeah. Or no, question mark print, but yeah.
Question mark print. Okay. So let's try this one more time. Let's see what happens. Fails again, and it fails. No recipe found on page. So
yeah, no. Do you want to try the other coconut recipe?
I will try any recipe. Let's see. One of the ones
your
that
audio
they.
again. Hold on.
101 cookbooks, all recipes. Let's try one of these. And
do I have you back?
Check.
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to throw this recipe in. Ooh, buddy. One of those. And let's see if this one works. Do I have him back yet? No. I'm beginning to worry that this doesn't function anymore. URL provided must include all recipes / recipe. Doesn't it? I'm worried this doesn't work. Let me get Alex back here.
There we go. I'm back. Sorry. I thought back in the day, I used to always have these things where my audio would cut out in StreamYard. I thought it was because of how I had it set up and how I had like multiple windows. Now I'm finding it's just something wrong with me.
Doesn't work anymore. Oh, this is old. Oh, okay.
So that's our issue.
This is the issue. It's an outdated thing.
4 years ago. Yep, there we go.
Okay. So all those websites will have changed and are no longer functioning. Do we have recipe scraper? Node. And let's see, are you maintained? That's Python. That's not going to help us. Python package. This is from 24.
That's more recent.
Is this?
And we would just need, getting the JSON.
Getting the JSON LD, which would be neat if that worked. Let's see. These are the best buffalo wings. Do we get a JSON LD? Maybe I gotta.
So CD Villard was talking about just using, I guess what we did almost up front where we just set the recipe straight in the system prompt.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of his idea, which gets you started for sure. And if you're running the code yourself, there's no reason. It's just easy to copy and paste it.
It is easy to copy and paste it. I feel like this is
the way at the end of the day.
Yeah, figuring out how to do this.
I think it's interesting that the thing we're struggling with is the web scraping. Now, what you could do.
OpenAI tool to read text from URL. There's no way in hell this doesn't exist.
It does, but it's in the it's not with like the chat completion API.
Would be a tool though, right?
Right. It'd be a tool on the OpenAI side, which means you'd have to configure an OpenAI agent to run the
But isn't that what we're doing with the tools?
We're just straight up hitting chat completion. So those are two different things. So you could either have tools on the AI side or have tools on the conversation relay side.
And the tools that we're configuring,
we're writing our own tool.
But we're passing it into OpenAI. These are OpenAI tools. So can't we register? Right. Can't we register any of their tools here? I would hope so, at least, because any of these tools theoretically should work. Web search tool, it lets you search the web, but I don't really want to search the web. I want to load a URL from the web.
Right.
We don't want to control a computer. I want to computer tool, code interpreter tool, file.
In the meantime, I think Brent.
Come on, dog.
Let me see if he found one that is maintained.
Brandon R.J. Guth.
That's an npm install, so that's.
It'd be great if we could just get around this without. Without needing to use the tools, because it's just it's more tokens if it's something that we can just kind of handle.
Right.
That's not it. Where's the actual package? It's npm IO.
Last published 2 months ago.
Come on, bro. Where are we going?
You just import the module.
Yeah, but I can't find the module. Where's
the top one?
This is dead.
Why? I got there.
Okay. Here.
Let me try chatting it to you again.
Recipe scrapers. Bro.
I chatted you the npm link.
I'm very confused by all of this. Oh, it's singular is why. And I was trying to use plurals. Still, feels like maybe that should have been whatever, it doesn't matter. So this has been published.
It was 2 months ago.
2 months ago. All right, let's try it. So we're going to get in here. We'll get rid of. No, that's it. That's the same package.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Weird. 2.7.1. Yeah.
So that lives here. 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 4 years ago. So this must be a fork. It is a fork.
Okay.
But where is it? Because we can't install this. We have to install his version, but it doesn't appear to be.
Yeah, where's the difference to tell it which one to install?
Yeah. So this must be this one. And we just need to, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to delete you. We're going to come back out here. We're going to npm install this one.
That's okay.
We're going to start the server again. Crashed. Module not found. That's expected because we didn't fix this.
Got it.
Running. Okay. Now behave. Hey, all right. Okay. So then let's go back and fix our recipe here.
I think we, no, it should be, oh yeah.
Because I want the Serious Eats one.
Right.
That's you.
Sweet.
And then we come back out. And, oh, it crashed on this one. Let's see. Crashed because instance.ingredients does not meet minimum length of 1. So the recipe validation failed. So that's okay.
We can pick a different recipe
because that just means that like they screwed up on the Serious Eats site. So, well, actually, let's just see if we try a different one. Is this like Serious Eats has broken their thing, or is this?
It could be.
So let's try this
mushroom
one.
and dumplings. It's getting me hungry.
I know this was a
What am I
mistake.
gonna eat for lunch?
Okay, try one more time.
So I think Serious Eats broke.
I think Serious Eats is just not going to cooperate.
I think that it's not. It's their ingredients isn't tagged properly.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we're going to do this Neiman Marcus chicken casserole because that one did work. Great. Okay, so now we have the ability to load these recipes, which means this should. Let's see if it works. Let's try it as is because we told it in the prompt to load using the tool.
Yeah. So let's see.
But I don't think it did because it didn't fail. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull this up so we can see the errors and stuff as it goes.
This is fun.
Bruh, let's cook.
Every time.
Can you help me cook this recipe?
Sure. Please provide me with the URL of the recipe you would like to cook.
Can you use the load recipe call to do that?
Is it doing it? Or did it break? Oh, it's just taking some time. Unknown message type received.
Finally cumulated response. We need to stringify it.
Do you need to pull? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you need to pull it out?
I think we need to stringify it. So it's being sent back as JSON. This is JSON. That should be doing it though. Let's find this tool call. Such as a thing. Properties, yeah.
Wait,
where did this?
The voice getting broier every time.
It is, in fact, getting broier.
I think it's
broier every time. Tool call ID, content is recipe. What if I just
or stringify it? Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it and see what happens.
Because then it's not an object.
Yeah, let's see one more time. This is very clearly like not the way that I like to code. What's up, bro? Can you use the load recipe call to load that recipe?
I have the recipe for Neiman Marcus chicken casserole ready for you. Here are the ingredients you'll need. 4 cups shredded cooked chicken, 1 10.5 ounce can cream of chicken soup, 1 cup sour cream.
Interrupt and say, I got it all. What's the first step?
I got it all. What's the first step?
The first step is to preheat your oven to 375 degrees F, 190 degrees C. Additionally, lightly grease a 9x 13-inch baking dish. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Okay, so that feels like it's doing what we want.
Yeah.
So now it's actually not using the tool call, which is really fascinating.
Until we tell it to.
Do you know with these the properties, parameters, etc., like I need to give it the URL. So let's go look at these tool calls and see if maybe there's a.
So, I don't think that. I think that the world tool is overloaded. I could be wrong.
You think I'm in the wrong place?
I don't think we're using the formal tools on OpenAI. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's a tool defined in there. I could be wrong. Someone from Twilio who's more familiar with this, if you want to correct me, please do. I wish I had Kelly on here. Yeah, It would be cool if you could text the recipe the number during the conversation. We're trying to do that.
That's like our
That's
step
yeah.
4. I think we're on step 2 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the F do we get this in? This isn't TypeScript. Okay. So we want to pass this in.
Yeah.
So there's our URL.
That way, yeah.
So I'm just trying to get it to like do the thing.
Right. There's a world where in the system,
and this is the piece I don't understand, because I feel like it's going to be in here somewhere. I have to say add the URL. And because I've never used this before,
yeah,
because I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Tools.
I'm not 100%
tools.
sure. I didn't write this repo.
Parameters, function parameters. Okay, guide, function. There we go. Sometimes you just click the TypeScript until something helps. Functionality, we give requests from the model to use the tools.
Mm-hmm. It's possible
with Paris as the location. Okay, so this is what we need. Is I need to see the implementation here, because get weather takes location as an argument. So where is the definition? It's going to be down here somewhere. Show me your code. So the tool is get horoscope. The parameters, properties are sign, type, and description. Okay, so great. This is exactly what we need. Then we need to go back to here, and the properties are going to be URL, and the type is going to be a string, and the description?
Yeah,
description
is going to be the URL we pass in, right?
The URL of a recipe to load. That, I think, will give it enough context to understand how to do the thing. Now we need to look at the actual call, and you just pass it in just like that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, so this should just work then.
Nice.
Let's try it one more time and see if it knows from the prompt.
Bruh, let's cook.
Can you help me with this recipe? Oh, something failed. Okay,
invalid function parameter.
Invalid schema. Required is required to be supplied and to be an array.
Oh, did we missing URL? Oh, it needs to be an array. Is that the problem?
Required is okay. So we got to go back in here.
You just have to put it in an array.
Required needs to be URL. Is that just going to work? Let me just look at the rest of this. Required, type, object, property, sign. Type, object, properties, URL. Additional properties, false isn't in here, but I think we can, whatever. I think this is right. All right, let's try one more time. Let's see what happens. Also, I want to figure out why it's not, like, why aren't you?
I have a feeling that it can't use tool calls in the system prompt itself. I think it needs a tool call comes after a user interaction.
Okay.
That's my hunch. But because the way, if I'm thinking about like how I've seen it before, I haven't often seen like a system prompt trigger the tool call.
Okay. Well, it does when you say, "Can you load this recipe?" So
yes,
that's the interesting thing.
Because it needs to be triggered by like a user message triggers the.
Let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm so ready. It still doesn't like it.
It's so unsatisfying. You just get a hang up.
Failed to parse domain.
Oh.
Interesting.
So now is this back in the recipe scraper thing?
Yeah. Failed to parse. I bet it's not passing this in properly. Let's console.log URL and let's see what it sends us, because I bet it's doing something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we might want the URL to be separate from the.
Yeah, but
Bro, let's cook.
I'm so ready. Okay. URL is undefined, so it's not sending us our URL.
Yeah.
How do I?
So here's another thing, just to pause from here. So right now you're asking the AI to figure out what the URL is and send it there, but we're not defining URL.
Mm-hmm.
We could also run we could also just skip ahead to the step where we pull in a text message and we get a URL from a text message. And then so when you run it, the URL is predefined based on the last text that it received.
Yeah, let's do our best on that then. I think that's
Okay.
fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try that. Let's see what we can figure out.
Okay, we're gonna have to do some Twilio setting up now.
Yep.
So the way that I'm going to do it is the way that I'm going to suggest we do it, if you're open, is a little bit hacky. So I'm basically going to go, and this is not that far from how you might do it otherwise, but basically we're going to pull, because right now we don't have a Twilio client in there. So we're going to pull in the Twilio client. And when the thing starts, it's going to go and check Twilio to see what the latest message received from you was.
Okay.
And based on that, it will just give us the text of the latest message that our number received from you. And then it can, that can just be a URL and it can pull that into the context.
Okay. So
the idea is you would send a text message and then you would call.
Yes. And in order to do that, I'm going to start by installing Twilio.
Yes.
And is it just Twilio straight up or is it a sub package or something?
I believe it's just Twilio straight up, but let me verify that for you.
Too late.
Oh,
We're
no, it's
committed now.
We're done.
Okay, so we're running. I am going to import something from Twilio.
Yeah. Import client.
And is it capital client?
I believe so. Let me double check that though.
I've got request client and client credentials provider.
So usually I do constant client equals require Twilio account SID auth token, and then we'll have to put those in your .env file. But let me pull up the right code for that.
So const client equals Twilio.
Require Twilio. Yeah. No, it's here. Let me find the right.
Well, so I've already imported Twilio, and then it's here. It's saying it wants my.
You're gonna want your account SID and your auth token.
Okay, so we're gonna do process.n/Twilio account SID and process.env Twilio auth token. And do I need any options or anything?
No.
Okay. And so to find those, I'm going into my Twilio account. I'm going to my account dashboard, and then I have my SID and my token.
Yep.
So I'm going to do this part off screen here.
Yeah. There's also ways you can create API keys that can do this too. So lots of different ways you can do that.
Twilio account SID and Twilio auth token. Okay, those are saved. The .env is closed, and we're back. Okay, so now I have my client.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I'm going to drop in like the Twilio docs, because we can just copy and paste some code from in there.
Okay. And we can theoretically set this up as a tool call.
I would maybe you could set it up as a tool call, or just set it up when the call happens, can you trigger it automatically to start pulling that in?
So this one?
Yeah, you can, I mean, you might want to filter it, like filter based on criteria, which is a little further down. But yeah, if you keep scrolling, it'll be one of these. Matching filter, yeah, like that one. Or you
Single
can fetch a
message?
single message. No, because then you need the message ID. So if you go up, it's filter based on criteria. So you can set from and to.
Got it. So we already got that stuff. So I'm just going to grab this bit.
Yeah.
And we'll stick this here. And that gives us the ability to get our message, date sent. Do I need the date sent?
You don't need the date. Get rid of the date sent. Honestly, you can. I wouldn't even put in the from. I would just make the to the number that we're looking for, and you wouldn't even need to do that. So now, if we were doing this for like, if you were building this out for real, what I would do is you would record the number that it's coming in, and then you would, based on that, you would say, oh, what numbers from this? You're the only one who's going to be texting this, I believe, or I guess anyone can text it, but I don't know if you want to put your number or you want to, you can make an environment variable with your number, but yeah. So this is,
so I think for now, like, actually filter for the current
caller
number, but we'll be able to, I think for now, we'll just kind of leave that.
Yeah.
And then limit.
We just need one. Well, I don't know if it sorts most recent. So I want to be
well, you know what? We're going to leave it. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. And then here, where do you want this to be? Because like we could say whenever we call the tool, we just like look for the most recent recipe.
You could, and then you wouldn't even need to worry about the URL. That'd be a way to do it.
Because the only other way I could think to do it is we would need to like chain. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. This is we're gonna hit it with a hammer and we can clean it up later. So messages is gonna be await list messages. List message.
And this is gonna give us an array of messages, so we might need to pull the first out, by the way.
Okay, and then are we doing like messages at 0 kind of thing?
I think so. It sends an array of messages. Messages at 0 dot. You're gonna want dot body, or you're gonna somehow want to pull out the body.
Okay. So we got our message. We are console logging it. We're currently not doing anything. I just want to prove that it's going to work to start. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a text message to this number. And I'm going to send that text message with the, what was it? The Neiman Marcus.
Yeah, just put in the URL.
Casserole, chicken casserole. There it is. So I'm grabbing this recipe. So you can see I've got the recipe up. I'm going to text that to this number, right?
I feel like you're a magician being like, see here.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing up my sleeve. And the text message has been sent. So, and the only thing I sent is just the URL. So you can see the preview is there. I didn't send any other text. That would be a whole other step we'd have to do, is kind of like parsing just the URL out if it was like, help me with this recipe clip.
Yeah.
So this is, we're doing it on easy mode right now. But assuming we've done it correctly, what should happen next is we should get.
Yeah. Wait, but the load recipe function shouldn't have anything passed into it now.
Well, it's still going to fail, but I just want to see if it console logs before it fails.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm still kind of taking this in a very like one step at a time. It's going to blow up a lot.
I'm just going to give you a heads up right now based on how you have it.
We are
sorry. We don't have the console.
An
okay.
application error has occurred. Goodbye.
Oh no! I bet it's because my Twilio stuff isn't
Be
right.
careful before you show your thing. There's a solid chance that your terminal will have your personal phone number in there right now because of how this is logging.
Oh, I got you.
Just maybe peek that before you bring it over.
All right, well, hold on. Let me get it. Let me do these.
And we can remove the line that would share that.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pull this over. Well, actually, it's not doing anything yet, and it's not doing anything yet because my very clever idea to import everything as Twilio did not work. So we need to find the ESM friendly way to do the Twilio import, which I thought I could get clever.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's just import Twilio from Twilio. I was importing everything as Twilio from Twilio. Because why do it the easy way when I could do it the hard way? All right, so let me pull this terminal out of the way.
Why don't you go and remove the line that's gonna dox yourself?
Which one is that?
It's the go up a little bit. Sorry, you're past it.
This
For message.each. Yeah, just we can because that's okay. I mean, that is nice to have, but we don't need to see your phone number in there.
Ringing.
Bruh, let's cook.
Oh, something failed. And the thing that failed is Twilio username is required.
Did you put the stuff in your .env file?
I thought I did. Maybe I need to restart.
Oh yeah, because maybe the .env is not loading, right?
Okay, let's try again.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm so ready. Okay, something failed, and that was expected.
Same error.
But received response chunks base Twilio username is required. What is that? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to look and make sure that I didn't like typo my username in here. Twilio account SID. Twilio account SID. Twilio auth token. Twilio auth token.
And your
and
client
saving that did nothing, which means I'm going to restart to get the latest .env. And actually, other question is in here when we get to like the ngrok URL. Yeah, this is the process.env. So that should be correct, assuming am I doing this right now?
That looks, I mean,
account SID auth token. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. So unless it's like not loading these for some reason, which would be very strange because the other ones are loading. Then it should be just fine.
You can always console.log your account SID and make sure it's loading, but
yeah, actually that's a good idea. Why don't we do that? We're going to copy this one. We're going to console.log. And so we should see that before anything fails because that should happen right at the beginning. It's undefined.
Huh.
Why though?
You didn't like spell it differently in your
no,
did you?
I copy pasted just to make sure.
This is I don't know about.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna take the token out and
you have it around. It's a string, right?
This is absolute danger mode, but don't let me scroll up. This is my .env.
That looks right.
Right? That looks right. And if I go back to my Twilio account, which is down here.
Yeah,
that's
good.
The SID.
It's defined.
It's defined. So I'm going to put that token back in. I'm going to try one more time. Just stop and restart the server. What the actual heck? Let me, okay. Is it doing it for, I'm going to do the ngrok URL.
Yeah.
And just see if it's like, what's good.
This is one of those.
I know what happened. I know what happened. Allow me to show everyone what happened. Did anybody catch it before I did? Let's see, chat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, chat didn't catch it. Everybody see what I did wrong?
That's after.
Frustrating. Okay. All right. So now what we should see is there's the SID. God.
Regular scheduled programming.
Okay. Let's try it one more time.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Bruh, I'm so ready.
So we still got to find something.
But look.
We got the recipe.
There it is. So, okay, now we are in much, much better shape. Let me go back to this tool.
Exciting.
Okay, we're going back to the tool. We are going to.
So that doesn't. I think we just delete
Getting
that
rid
whole
of that.
line.
You think just get rid of the whole
Oh
thing?
no, use the load tool. That's good. You want that.
Okay, so then down here, what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of the URL, and we are instead going to change this to URL.
To URL. Yeah.
And we'll keep that just in case something starts going squirrely. But then in the load recipe, I'm going to get rid of these again.
Yeah.
And get rid of this again. So reset to where we were. Now we don't have the ability to pass through any parameters, which should mean that when we run this, it's going to get the URL from the text message.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready.
The pause probably means that it's loading the URL, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, let's see.
It's still running.
Here are the ingredients you'll need for the Neiman Marcus chicken casserole. 4 cups shredded cooked chicken.
Look at that.
10.5 ounce.
Okay, so now we're much closer. Let's try a different recipe. That was from who sent that one? That was
that
Neiman
this?
Marcus. So let's just get a different recipe.
Because we know all recipes works.
Yeah, I'm just going to use the same thing, but I'm going
Creamy
to
rice
send
pudding.
this one. Can I think it just showed up in my history over here when I tried to pull this up before. Creamy rice pudding. Creamy rice pudding. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to my text messages.
Now we're about to figure out what order it's sending.
Now I've sent 2 in here. So there's 2 URLs. And so theoretically what should happen is when I call, it should pull the new one.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Ready. I'm ready.
I think it's taking a while to
Let's start
pull
with the ingredients for the creamy rice pudding. Please gather and measure out the following. 1.5 cups cold water.
Look at that.
Okay. All right. So we are now very much in business. We can text the thing. We can talk to it.
It'll pull whatever
we
recipe.
can send in whatever the most recent recipe is that we sent.
I just want to note that if you notice what it just said, it said, let's start by gathering the ingredients and measuring them out. How happy does that make you, Jason?
I'm here to fix you, like I said.
Yeah.
But so this is good. So it starts out with the mise en place.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting, so functionally we're there. Like there's a ton of stuff that needs to be done still.
Yeah.
We don't have the ability to track which user is sending it. So like
Correct.
if somebody else were to text in a recipe right now, that would actually change what we see.
Yeah. Maybe that's a feature, not a bug though. Maybe we're just, you're cooking by committee.
That's a chaos mode thing. So I'm just gonna, for no reason, leave this number up here in case anybody wants to find a recipe.
Yeah, there you go. Texting your recipe, we'll see what we get.
Picking up. Oh God. Come on, Chad.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, good. Yeah, indeed. Boo. So I feel like for an MVP, this is acceptable. It feels there's some stuff that I want to improve. How much time do we have to do so? About 30 minutes for cleanup.
Yeah. If someone came to Web Dev Challenge with this,
you'd kick them right off the show.
Yeah, they'd be gone and you'd never talk to them again. No, but like you're almost there.
This is fine. I mean, like as an MVP, this is demoable. I think if somebody demoed this, it's a good app. It's cool. To make it really shine, right? Assuming we had the extra 2 hours that that somebody on the show would have, I would want that UI component. Yes. Some history would be nice, and being aware of who the user is would be nice.
Yeah, who the user is, and then I also think I would probably tweak the flow a little bit to where potentially you text in and then it says, let me know when you're ready to call. And then you hit yes and it calls you. I think I might But
We
that's
got-
like a small UI flow.
So we've got 30 minutes. I feel like we can implement one of these suggestions. I would say either recognizing the caller
Yeah, I think
or
the calling
speaking of
in.
which, let's see if anybody texted in a number.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready. Oh, it crashed. Somebody
I bet
sent
somebody sent
I bet somebody
URL
sent
that we
a
couldn't
URL
read.
that doesn't work. Site not yet supported.
Yeah.
So somebody did send one in. Thank you for doing that. And
Yeah, Bailey's.
espresso that's funny.
We have a vote from the person who came up with the idea to recognize who called in. So
Okay, let's do it.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% sure how to do that, because if I'm thinking, oh, you do?
I got it. Yeah, I think we just use SQLite, because what it would be is we would just check, like, the current call in Twiml is going to know who called, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. You actually don't need to bother with the SQLite stuff, because you can just say the to number is whoever we're getting a call from. We just need to pull the number out from Twiml, but we're just returning a Twiml, and I'm not 100% sure if the number is in there.
Okay, danger zone. About to dox myself. It's fine.
So-
Everybody has my number.
Okay, I was gonna say that, or if you want, we can spin up a whatchamacallit,
Nah,
dev
it's fine.
phone.
I have a million people who like, it's not hard to find my phone number.
Okay.
So we'll just try that one more. Let me send that.
I'm trying to think if it. Well, no, I take that back. We don't even need it. It's going to be in there, because
It is
when
gonna be in there.
when that get call comes in,
Mhm.
it should. Now we might want to make it a post to make sure that it's coming in. But when the default webhook URL is going to have that context.
Right. And so then what we need to do is we need to get the number. We need to get the number. We need to let's
Yeah.
see. So we need to, like, store that in a session, probably.
Yeah.
What would be the easiest thing to do here? So because when the number calls in, it's gonna, well, oh, I know what we can do. This will be easy. We're gonna do the janky way,
Okay.
which is we're going to take, there's probably some kind of like Twilio call ID.
Yeah. It should just have the number in it.
So we can just create the session based on that call ID. And I'm pretty sure in here already we have sessions as a map. So if we look at where these sessions are being set, we've got the call SID. And so in this, we already know, I bet this is actually already in here. So in the sessions set, call SID, conversation, so we'd be able to actually throw in the number.
Oh, yeah, because the call SID should also, well, in the call SID, if we get the call SID, we should be able to get the phone numbers. So we can either add another function. So the two options are, we can add another function, or when we receive in the incoming phone call properties, there's actually a from number.
Right. And so that's in here already. It's not going to auto complete for me, I don't think. Is it like from number like this?
In this case, because it's an incoming phone call, I believe it's just phone number, because it's just who the number is coming in from. Phone number camel cased.
Okay. So
I think it's that.
What we can do then is we're going to first and foremost just check that this worked. So when I call, we should see, actually, why don't we
Why don't you just do like the last four?
Is that how that works? Let's see how much JavaScript I remember. I think that works. So let's call. And that immediately errored out because we broke something. And what did we break?
We always break something.
Phone
The
number
slice.
is not correct.
Oh, phone
or
numbers,
slice
okay.
is not correct.
Properties
undefined, reading slice. Okay, so what we can do then is
Wait,
we can do.
hold on. Let me just check the code. This is, I don't know if this is, hold on, I'm just looking here. Response.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Okay, so we get from
Okay.
to, so it's going to be from, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at
So
the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
all good, all good. And so then I'm going to undo this.
So yeah, yeah, from.
From. So now if I call, I'm going to.
I'm rusty on my Twilio. I apologize, everyone. I shouldn't be because I work here.
Bruh, let's cook.
Okay, so that's.
How can I assist you?
That's working. And if I go back to my terminal, it said somewhere in here. Ooh, got a lot real fast. Damn. Maybe we're not going to be able to find this.
Well, now from there, you should be able to go.
Connection closed, set up for call. And then one of these should show our JavaScript.
Yeah, what are we? Oh, here, wait. Oh, that was a bunch of stuff. Okay, it's just
right.
Publish your
And
whole call.
Right. And that's, well, hold on, because it should have done. This is like the.
What's it spitting out?
This is like the WebSocket stuff, like the whole request.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
There's our number, and it worked.
Okay.
So, so this is good. So we have the number, and what we should be able to do then is just store that somewhere.
Yeah. So store that somewhere, and then, and then in the function, you'll then set the from is that number, and then it'll get the last one from you.
Okay. And so when we.
And then, yeah, when we go to get the number.
Session data. AI response stream. Conversation. Okay, so where session data conversation. Just gonna move this right in.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Is that gonna blow things up?
Oh, that might get weird because then you're messing with the stuff you're sending to OpenAI. They might not like that.
All right, fine. We're gonna do it this way, and we're gonna add a second argument or a third argument here.
Oh yeah,
which is just going to be number, and then here we're going to get the number and load recipe. Can I?
Where did you put the number before? Because that's the only place.
Well, we were getting it specifically from here, right? And so, so the trick will be.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, hold on. No. We're overthinking this.
There you go. Yeah.
And I can put in
the number that we just pulled.
The number. And then up here, what I can do is I can actually, instead of this, oh, shoot. We still need to get it into the tool call.
The context of this is hard.
So the problem that we're having is basically without knowing more about how the tools work,
right?
We need to either put something, well, we still need a way to like access the data. So the easiest thing would be to just hard code this in to the tool call. And so I'm wondering now if there's a way, can we?
Someone asked a question, and I don't have I'm not 100% sure, but I can look this up. Someone asked, is a DTMF supposed to be supported in Conversation Relay? I believe the answer is no right now, but I will double check that. And the second one was, is Conversation Relay capable of switching the voice used during the call? I think the answer to that is I think you might be able to connect it to a new conversation relay call, but in the when you set up the original conversation relay call, you actually set the voice. So I don't know. I think you'd have to like close it and reopen it. But again, I don't know that. I'm going to go ahead and look in the background for that. Because I don't know exactly the answer to either of those, but I will go ask in my amazing Slack spots to see if that's a thing. I don't know.
Okay, so what is additional properties? I want them to explain that to me. Because I feel like somewhere in here is going to be like, I just want somebody to explain what that is. Tool call requests. Because here we've got our properties and stuff, and that's fine. But what I want is I want to know how I can add additional details in. I feel like the way I should be able to add those additional details in is by, like, you should be able to, maybe that additional parameters lets me say, like, I want this parameter to be set, but I don't see.
Yeah. I think the way to do this is like,
oh Jesus,
to do it in the code before you send it off to OpenAI. That's my hunch.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, is like in order to do that, we could have a variable. But so if we do anything that's like globally set, then anytime somebody called in, they could mess with it.
Yeah.
So we need it to be hooked up by the session, but if it's hooked up by the session, we have to pass that session into the tool in order to load the data. So in every instance, the tool needs to be able to access session data, and it needs some key to do that, which means we have to pass the key in. Right. So somehow we have to get data into here.
Right.
And the only way I can think of to do that is
to pass a variable into it.
Is to stick it in here somewhere. I just don't exactly know what that means.
Yeah.
So
I would just do what you did before with the URL.
Well, but to do it with the URL, that was like, we defined a thing, but we didn't. Then the prompt doesn't know where that, like, it wouldn't know that number because it's not in the prompt.
Right. You're right.
So we'd have to like modify the prompt somehow. Function definition, parameters.
Yeah, how are you giving it a number? Like, you don't want the prompt to actually have, it doesn't need that info. Chef Brent suggests we ask ChatGPT. We have not used AI to code any of this yet.
Okay, for OpenAI tool calling, how do you pass in a value to the tool?
Oh, not to code it, to explain it.
What?
Oh, no, yeah, you're doing that. You're doing the right thing. You got it. There you go.
While that's thinking, okay. Parameters, currency. Key points for hard properties, enum, required additional properties, tools. None of these are answering my question.
Yeah.
So can you not just, this is the kind of stuff, it's like, okay, so we're doing hula hoops here.
Right.
To try to do something that would be really straightforward if we weren't
doing it all local.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know what the right solution is here. I guess how would we do this? We need a way to get some data into this, which is, God.
Yeah. I'm stuck too. I haven't like dove deep enough into this, like fully understand exactly how the tool calling works.
Yeah. Cause I mean, like the only way tool call function name is load recipe.
You're right. Every time you do
Or wait. Hold on. We might be able to just futz this.
Oh, in load recipe, include the number.
Stream is here. We've got the number. What if I just pass the number in? Like, is it going to let me do that?
Do you think you need to add that as an? Oh,
yeah.
from the app?
I think
Why
I might.
not?
I think I might be able to just do this. So we're going to list a message, and in the message, we're going to pass in the number. Can I do that?
So, I mean, the number's
you know what?
defined.
I'm going to let it rip, and we're going to see what happens.
What, hammer-driven development, right?
Yeah. So somebody do me a favor and send a message.
Somebody already did, so it should only look for your number because you're the last one to send it.
Somebody has done it recently.
Well, no, but you have that.
But I think I sent one just
now.
again.
Okay.
Or hold on, have I? I haven't. Okay, let's try this again, and let's see what happens. That's the number. Okay.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready. Oh, it crashed. Some of our debugging in here.
Is it the number or is it the recipe?
Number is not defined. So where is number?
Because we didn't.
Did I forget to finish?
You might have not had the number spit out right. Oh no, it should be defined. But where do you define it?
There's the number. Here's the number. Oh, it's in the case. So we just need that to exist again. I guess I don't even need it in the session anymore. That's fine. I will.
You just need to define it here.
I'm literally just going to throw it straight in.
Okay.
Because we've already got the message. Yeah, it should be fine. So let's try that one more time.
Okay.
It has reloaded. We're trying again.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready. Oh, come
Crashed.
on. Site not yet supported. So see, this is
okay. It's still pulling.
It's
the
still
Baileys.
using. That's something I didn't send. So it's missing. It's missing the thing. So let's try
pulling
this.
like, is it actually pulling the number?
I don't think it is.
Oh, did you edit the Twilio code to actually pull the number and not just everything?
I thought so.
When you okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. Because we're doing message.from.
Right. But then when you get the stuff from Twilio, did you refilter? I don't remember.
Where is it? It's where are you at?
Just looking for
list message. List
from
message
number. Yeah.
From number. Okay, so let's do this. Let's first and foremost make sure that this is
console.log. Don't forget to splice.
Okay, so we're gonna start there. Make sure that this is doing what we expect it to do. Yeah. And back out here. Back to the bottom.
Sometimes debugging on Twilio is challenging because you have to keep making calls and sending text messages.
Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm so ready.
Number
dot slice. So number is undefined. So it's not getting the number. So it's not getting the number from list message here. So
finding all the places we say number.
Yeah, so we're going to take that one, and then we're going to go back to the AI response stream. We're going to drop one in there.
And see where it drops.
Because down here, we make the tool call of tool calls, and if the function name is there, then it should be running that.
Load recipe number.
Yeah, so it should... Do we not have number in? Yeah, the number comes in from up here. Okay, let's just try it one more time. We've got more logging in place. We'll see if it gets anywhere.
This is how I usually do. Just put a lot of console logs.
It's
let's cook. There. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Whoa,
get there. So even earlier it was undefined.
So it didn't get into the AI response stream, which means that it's not even here.
Is that because they're running the AI response stream before? I think
Right,
it's
I guess.
because you're.
Oh, what did I do there?
I don't know. I
Console
think it's.
log.
Is it an async thing?
It shouldn't be.
Where like it's because that comes later.
But we have the message here.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm actually wondering if it's if this is like the message doesn't have it. Let's see what's in there.
Bruh, let's cook.
I'm ready. Crashed.
Okay.
Type voice prompt lang last. Okay, so this is I think the
Are
problem.
we pulled the
prompt is coming out of conversation relay.
Yeah. But
And
we're not saving the number anywhere.
So that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to put it into the session data like I'd initially said.
Okay.
So there's our session data. We're going to get it. And then this is going to be session data dot number slice -4. Okay. So theoretically speaking, I should be able to drop this in, and this should solve all of our problems.
Oh, of course. Just one little thing. It'll solve everything.
Just one more console log, bro.
Bruh,
I'm ready.
I think
Great.
it's loading.
Let's start with the mise en place. Here are the ingredients you'll need to gather. 1.5 cups cold water, 3/4 cup uncooked white
Wait,
rice.
what are we making?
2 cups milk.
This is
divided,
it.
1/3 cup white sugar.
What
1/4
recipe is
teaspoon
this?
Salt. This recipe is for creamy rice pudding. It's a comforting dessert made with rice and golden raisins, and it can be served warm with a sprinkling of cinnamon or nutmeg.
Look at that.
Okay.
It did fix it.
We did it. One line fixed everything.
What we basically did was in the session, we pulled out the phone number and then we passed that number along so that when we made the call to the tool, we had that number. It didn't need to be, the AI didn't need to know what it was. It was just there. And then it had the number and then it pulled the Twilio. That's how it pulled Twilio to get the URL. Whew.
Yeah. So, and to be clear
My
about
audio just
why,
I'm gonna be right back.
to be clear on why this failed, what's different here is that we're doing WebSocket stuff, right? And so WebSocket is not standardized or anything. So basically we've got the WebSocket coming in from the call itself, which is where we're getting the TWIML data. That includes the phone number, that includes all those different things. And then we've got the, so the phone number is sending us one type of request or one type of message, which we're parsing from the WebSocket. The conversation relay stuff is sending us a different type of message that doesn't include phone numbers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yes. So what we've done to work around that is we have taken the call SID, which will be passed between everything because it's all the same thing.
The very first time we set it up. Yeah.
And then we're putting the number from the setup, which is the message coming from Twilio's TWIML, which is the phone call. That gives us who's calling. So we store that in the session. Then later on the prompt, this comes from conversation relay. And conversation relay is only sending us the SID. So we can use that SID to look up our session that we just set up here and then access that session data to get the number. So this is kind of what we were talking about earlier. Like the head bendy part of this is that there's a lot of like data is being passed from system to system to system. So there's the Twilio call, there's conversation relay, there's OpenAI, and there's the tool call. And all four of those things need access to different parts of the data in order to function properly. And what we had to do, the challenge here, was basically backing our way from where the call is made through the code to figure out how all those pieces of data become accessible to the different like components in the chain.
Yeah.
But we did figure it out.
We did.
And I'm pretty happy about this. So we
I'm
solved the
impressed.
problem of getting somebody else's recipes.
Yeah.
The things that we would still need to do, and we don't have time to do this, but let's run through some basic to-dos here.
I think we make a UI is what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah. So I would say our to-do list here is going to be, we want a UI to follow along with the recipe. UI should live update. That would be a fun thing to set up.
That would be a fun thing.
The other thing is we need error handling.
Oh yeah.
If the recipe can't be loaded.
So
history.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about? We wanted have the bot call you.
Right. Which in some ways would actually be an easier, like if you were implementing that, I would not use the same repo. I would do it a little differently where you actually build the whole prompt and then use that to instantiate the call. And so you basically are doing all the tool calling before you make the phone call. If I was doing it that way. So that would be that would be a full re-architecting, potentially. Yeah.
Nice. And then Charles is asking, can we parse the ingredients step by step? And I think it will. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's do an actual run here.
Yeah.
Bruh, let's cook. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready.
The tool call takes some time. This is one thing that we noticed in the episode too, is a lot of the people had trouble getting this stuff. Or maybe not. But it didn't. We're getting there.
Seems there was an issue retrieving the recipe. Let me try to, it seems, get it. There was again for an issue retrieving the recipe. Let me try that again.
Well, it's not just dying.
That's interesting.
Here's the recipe for creamy rice pudding. Let's break it down into action steps. Ingredients: 1.5 cups cold water, 3/4 cup uncooked white rice, 2 cups milk, divided, 1/3 cup white sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 large egg, beaten, 2/3 cup golden raisins, 1 tablespoon butter, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract. Please gather and measure out all the ingredients to properly mise en place. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
I'm ready for the next step.
Great. Step 1. Pour 1.5 cups of cold water into a saucepan and bring it to a boil over medium heat. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
That's boiling. I'm ready.
Step 2. Stir in 3/4 cup of uncooked white rice. Then reduce the heat to low, cover the saucepan, and let it simmer until the rice is tender and the liquid has been absorbed, which should take about 20 minutes. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
I'm ready for the next step.
Step 3. In a clean saucepan, combine the cooked rice, 1.5 cups of milk, 1/3 cup of white sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Cook this mixture over medium heat, stirring often, until it becomes thick and creamy. This should take about 15 minutes. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
I'm ready for the next step.
Step 4. Stir in the remaining 1/2 cup of milk, the beaten egg, and 2/3 cup of golden raisins. Cook for an additional 2 minutes, stirring constantly. Once done, remove it from heat and stir in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract until everything is combined. Let me know when you're ready for the final step.
Oh, I like that it knew it was a final. What's the final step?
Step 5. Serve the creamy rice pudding warm. You can sprinkle it with ground cinnamon or nutmeg if you like. Enjoy your delicious dessert. Let me know if you need any further assistance.
What if I don't have nutmeg or cinnamon?
If you don't have nutmeg or cinnamon, don't worry. The rice pudding will still be delicious on its own. You could also consider serving it with a drizzle of honey or maple syrup, or some fresh fruit, like berries or sliced bananas, for added flavor. You can get creative with whatever you have on hand. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Could I use something like curry powder?
Of course,
curry powder would not typically complement the sweet flavors.
Oh, there you go.
It has a distinct savory and aromatic flavor that might not work well in this dessert. If you're looking for something different, consider a pinch of cardamom, allspice, or even some cocoa powder for a chocolatey twist. However, if you want to stick with sweet flavorings, it's best to go with those that are traditionally used in dessert items. Let me know if you have any other questions or need suggestions.
I disagree. I think that curry powder would taste good.
And that's completely fair. Cooking is all about personal preference and experimentation. If you think curry
You're
powder
right,
would taste good
Jason.
in your rice pudding,
You're absolutely right. I was honestly just going for
I
a
know.
you're absolutely right there.
I thought of another to-do. Which is remember context between calls. So you can, because like think about the rice. Your rice takes 15, 20 minutes to cook. You're going to hang up and call back.
Yep. Okay.
That was one. There was some other stuff in chat. Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Oh, what about macros? Yeah, we could figure out that. Well, it's gonna hallucinate that, like
Unless it's in the recipe.
Unless it's in the recipe. Yeah, I don't think we want that to be.
You also asked about. Can you repeat those amounts again? You also asked about like loading music or like loading a sound. So we call those interstitial messages. There's a whole nother pipeline that you would need to do to be like, I'm loading. Okay, tell me you're loading. There's like that's not actually a trivial build, but I hope they just add that into conversation relay at some point. I'm not sure if it's in the roadmap.
Yeah, something that's like, it's like, yeah, that's great. Give me a second and I'll look that up for you.
Yeah.
Or like, give me a second. I'm looking up the recipe right now, whatever it is.
The very first time I did a voice demo with this stuff, it was like one of the big programming sprints was adding this stuff in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we're in good shape here. Like this, it feels good to use.
Yeah.
There's definitely some issues with like the load times and you kind of don't know what's going on sometimes. A little bit of weirdness where it seemed like it was trying to say 5 things at the same time when it tripped up there, which was a little interesting.
Also,
but
overall worked great. Another to-do could be a unit converter. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
So you can say convert it to grams and then it's not guessing.
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We did a Thanksgiving dinner and the guy I was cooking with threw it into I think it was Claude, and it like got every single measurement wrong. We had to go through the recipes and like manually correct all the recipes. But
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like if you had a tool that was like, this is how you convert this to this, that might be better. But yeah.
Okay, so I feel like this is a good stopping point. I'm going to commit the changes that I've made. I'm going to stop this ngrok tunnel. And let's see. We're going to add everything. Git commit. Hotline mostly works.
But yeah, it doesn't not work.
And we're going to call this one.
Someone was cooking. They need the tunnel back.
Oh, sorry. Actually, let me git check out. We're just going to call this main. Fine. Git commit.
Forwarded by Git. At the end, we got through the whole thing, and Git's just going to end it for us.
What? Git check out main. Git. Merge. Yeah, we're just going to merge. Feature. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Oh no.
Oh, thanks, Robert. Loving what we all cooked up.
Okay, we're just going to accept incoming, I think, on everything.
That never goes wrong.
It's fine. The package JSON, we definitely want the current. No, that was incorrect. This is the incoming. I want the incoming.
Yeah.
Okay. Server. We want, where is the merge? No conflict? Merge changes. Where is the conflict?
There's no conflict. There's no action. It's boring.
Content of the file is, yes, I know. I'm trying to understand. Okay, here we go. I want the incoming again. Why won't you? What is happening? Why am I not getting my what? Oh my God. Give me. Can I just overwrite? I'm just overwriting. How about
There you
that?
go.
How about you? Hush. Shut up at your face.
Be quiet. Just do what I tell you.
Okay. So we're good. This has no merge conflicts in it. It's fine. Great. Okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to continue. It's merging.
Nice.
We're syncing. We're going to GitHub. It's right here. We've got our main.
Well, it won't be in main. It'll be in that feature branch, right?
No, I
Or did
just
you merge
merged
it back in? Oh, okay, cool.
I thought I merged it. Oh, I didn't push yet.
That's helpful. Someone said they want to see us as a team on Web Dev Challenge. I don't. That scares me. I like hosting.
Okay. Now, yes, you are updated. Updated now. There we go. All right, friends. We have a functional repo. You can go and check this out. Let me throw a link into the show links on the GitHub or the Code TV Discord. You can find that Discord here. Thank you so much for hanging out, Alex. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for driving and coding that, Jason. That was fun.
I feel like this went pretty well. I'd never worked with. I've actually never used OpenAI's SDK before, so that was a first.
Wow.
I have only seen people use Conversation Relay. Haven't used that, so that was a first. Hadn't used Fastify before. This is a whole forest of firsts for me today.
Can I tell you something that I'm a little surprised that we didn't do? We didn't use AI to code.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. I feel like that's what everyone does now.
I agree. I think it's. I mean, if we were just trying to go fast, I think AI to code would have been fine. But it is way more fun to figure out how this stuff works and struggle through it. So that is usually where I want to be. Is just struggling, crying, throwing up, but still learning something.
For sure.
So
it is learn
this
with
is up
Jason,
on exactly. So this is up on GitHub. You can go see it right now.
Also,
if anybody wants to take a crack
for the idea, thank you.
Awesome job on that, Charles. It was wonderful. If anybody wants to take a crack at any of these to-dos, please let us know. Tag the Twilio devs team, tag me. I want to see it. And if there's anything else you want to see us build, let me know. This is kind of fun. I think this would be a fun little way to build some more challenges. So with that, I think we're going to call this one done. Alex, any parting words for everybody before we wrap it up?
I'm trying to think of what my parting words are going to be. That was a lot of fun, Jason. Thank you so much. We've got some exciting stuff coming out, but I'm not totally ready to share. But there's some hints in places.
Where do we go?
We just published a whole website with our Cyber Week data. Twilio sent like almost 7 billion text messages on Cyber Week.
Where's all that?
Let me go to twill.io/ what did I just make that URL? Hold on, let me I'm gonna put it in chat. Cyber booth _YT. That'll get you there. So we have this cool thing. Maybe, hopefully. Oh, I haven't. This doesn't show well.
Did I break it?
There we go.
Oh no,
you're fine. Hit dial in, and this shows you all of our data. It's a very fancy thing. All I'm going to say is if you go, if you go and click on that phone book, there's some fun stuff in there, including some of the headlines, and there might be something else in there.
Oh, nice. There's the hotlines.
Yeah.
That's fun.
There's let's see if you can find it, Jason. There's one other little hidden thing in here.
Twilio.org. Let's see.
You want me to give you like place to look?
Yeah.
Look on the far right column.
Twilio World. Ask your developer.
Just look at the phone numbers because some work, some don't.
Okay. All right. So Twilio World. Oh shoot. Click the button.
Yeah.
So we got a working number here.
Yeah,
That feels like something we could call.
that is something that you can call, and I'll maybe leave it. People can go explore there.
All right. Yeah, there's some fun. Looks like there's some actual oats or some like calling oats.
Yeah, those hotlines are fun.
A few other fun ones to go call and try.
Shout out to Andrew on my team for helping make some of those. But yeah, starting to we got some fun stuff coming. We'll make sure once it's a little more ready, we'll come and chat with you again, Jason.
Excellent. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Alex, thank you so much for being part of this.
Yeah.
I am very excited to have built something. It's been a while.
Same for me.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Have a great day. We'll see you next time.